Great. That was creepy. My copy of SNAFU just decided to bug out and completely black out my OBS. I really need to update OBS. I still haven't because I like to record videos after my Wi-Fi goes out. It's 1:29. It went out at midnight. Welcome to the party. So, is the game volume? I'll turn that down just a bit. I'm a little bit quiet right now, so I apologize for that. But yeah, last time we had to. Okay, I don't think I can. I think I need to load it up first. First off this, but last time we learned about the appeal system and this system with athleticism, intelligence, and sociability. Now, if I'm guessing, Sayori likes sociability and intelligence, right? She's the one eating all the time. She can't judge me over my athleticism. But my stats can't be a 0. I gotta be a good boy. Alright, I'll see how the ranking system works. I have unranked intelligence. I still find that funny. But, yeah, I kind of don't want any answers to the situation. I addressed that in a comment in the last video. I'd rather not find out. We'll find out on my own, and I will utilize the saving and loading system if things go awry. We'll see. Who should I walk to school with today? I want to walk. You know, let's spice things up. Right? Tell me, don't spend all your time with one girl, right? Let's go spend some time with my boy Kiba. Arriving at the usual spot, I stand and wait for Kiba to show up. What I'm approached by, however, is a husk that looks as though it's been reanimated by voodoo. Ah, Ruby. See that you came after all. Should have expected as much. I was on borrowed time as it was. But I think it would come so soon after learning the truth. I guess my number really is up. Instead of interjecting like I normally would, I just allow Kiba to continue his nonsense. Be that as it may, I've steeled myself for this. I'm ready. I'll have to note for my family in the event that this would happen, so you don't have to worry about them. I just seem to brace myself. Kiba straightens up and looks at me with a serious expression. Go on then, finish it. Do what you came here to do. What if all of our conversations have to start out being so incomprehensible? It's a great question. I watch as Kiba tightly closes his eyes in what's appeared to be an attempt at preparing himself against a punch. And better than to indulge in his shenanigans, I turn around and begin walking towards the school. Come on, I didn't wait out here just so you can make me late. Huh? For real? You mean you're not gonna eliminate me? Eliminate? Squid Game! Eliminate you, huh? Now there's an interesting idea, but I can't say that I was planning to do so anytime soon. Wow, that's a surprise. I really did leave a note, you know. Probably be better if I didn't ask. Why exactly were you convinced that I was planning to eliminate you? I like these little, like, question marks. I wish that was for the other characters, too, because, I don't know, I think that gives them a little bit of cartoony character. They're like, huh? Oh. Well, I just assumed that since you had a harem, now you'd try getting rid of anyone who might potentially stand in your way. Oh my god, every day I read this dialogue. It hurts. Yep, shouldn't have asked. Is this guy really that delusional, or is he just an amazing actor? I really hope it's the former. He would be an amazing actor, but shouldn't waste his time here. Yeah, it's definitely a solid train of thought you got there, but sadly, I don't see you as a threat to whatever you think it is I have. I see. You're saying my existence is so insignificant that my presence doesn't even register. Oops. So that's how it is. Kiba takes a moment to gather his thoughts while I largely try to ignore him. Kind of ironic, though. To think you'd be the one in a position like this after claiming such situations to be fictional. Saw my praise and research were for nothing. First of all, Kiba, there aren't any gods so benevolent that they'd bestow upon you a harem just because you asked for one. And second, whatever situation you may think I'm in, you should know that you're way off base. Yes, I'm the only guy in a club full of girls. That's accurate. What's inaccurate is your idea of them all being super attracted to me and constantly trying to engage in intercourse. Oh, I love his way of not saying sex. His way God, last time he was just accused of being a pedophile every 2 seconds. That was funny. Now, if there's a way to prove my chastity was intact, I'd do it right now. So stop being so depressed and writing weird notes that would scare the hell out of your parents, alright? I say this all in an increasingly exhausted tone of voice. Mean it? There's seriously no funny business going on? Kiba, you've known me for long enough to know that there is absolutely nothing funny about me whatsoever. I beg to differ. Everything this MC says is hilarious. This is a good MC. See, you're definitely right about that. Little punk, how about saying that again? Very well, I'll believe your words for the time being, but don't think I've given up on this challenge just yet. Haven't given up? Weren't you basically asking me to eliminate you a few minutes ago? That's right. I'll overcome this barrier and prove my superiority. I don't remember asking about any of this. Just you watch. I'll have my own harem in... God. I'll have my own harem in no time and show you how hard work does pay off. After saying all this with an overwhelming amount of pride, Kiba stares at me expectantly. Sure thing. Good luck with whatever the hell you were talking about. Ha! Luck won't even be necessary. You better start watching your back, Ruby, because I'm coming for that crown. Is he getting his delusions mixed up, or are some people just not able to understand this sort of thing? Seemingly reinvigorated by his nonsense, Kiba picks up his pace while I continue dragging my feet. Alright, let's go. I stroll into the courtyard, half expecting a certain maniac to ambush me, but it seems my situation is off. Shortly after taking a seat, I receive a text that clears up my misunderstanding. Don't get too comfy, I'll definitely find a way to beat you. Wondering why I haven't blocked his number yet, I began eating my lunch. At least that was the plan anyways. Ruby? Oh, reversed. Now Sayori's the one meeting me at lunch. Hey. So he stands a few feet away holding a bento box and a bottle of apple juice. Oh, that last one's so Sayori. What are you doing out here? I glance at the food I'm currently holding, then back up at Sayori. Right. I meant, why are you eating lunch alone in the courtyard? I came out here to hide from Kiba the other day and actually ended up enjoying the atmosphere. Figured I'd start eating out here more often. I see. That's an interesting reason. What about you, Sayori? You don't normally eat in the cafeteria? Yeah, but the vending machine in there is broken, so I went to the one across the hall from my homeroom. I see. Well, enjoy lunch. She begins patting the instant my attention returns to my food. Isn't there something else you could say to me? Oh, also, by the way, appeal. What are we doing? Yeah, 3 and 3. I figured as much. Keep it at 10. I watch as she glances back and forth between me and the empty seat in front of me. Apple juice contains a lot of sugar, so drink it in moderation or you'll end up a diabetic. Should have expected that, big meanie. This girl really does have her endearing points. I haven't said that. Would you care to join me for lunch, Sayori? Huh? Really? Sure, as long as the other people you eat with won't be upset. Alright. Wait, other people? Oh no. Get out of here. Wearing all the eagerness of a kid in a candy shop, Sayori excitedly plops down across from me. What? Where? There. She's like on the other side of the fountain. I watch as she throws open the lid to her bento box, revealing a lunch full of golden brown fried chicken. It looks so good. You wanna make it? Yeah, she didn't have to go to work early today, so she made lunch for me and Dad. Oh, finally! Parents! God, I kinda wish there were a bit more— well... Alright, MC had his reason, but at least Sayori has parents. Sounds nice, that woman is an amazing cook. It's a shame you didn't inherit any of her skill. I'm not as bad as I used to be, you know. Is it right? Maybe you can make me lunch one day. I don't think it's a good idea. I mean, maybe after we had some more practice. I grin as she accidentally expresses her true culinary colors. Oh, that gives me an idea. Why don't you come over one night when Mom cooks, huh, Ruby? It's been a long time, so I'm sure she'd be happy to see you again. Even though I don't want to show it, I feel my face taking a slightly grim expression as I hear this. Thanks, Sayori, but I'm alright. I just said something dumb, didn't I? Yeah, a little. Wait, what? I guess there's separation? I don't know. Yeah, a little. Knowing there's no way I could ever say that, I simply look up at her. Don't worry, you were just excited is all. I know you didn't mean harm in asking. Are you sure you're not upset? Positive. Plus, I can never get mad at you or something like that. I'm the old codger who can't seem to let things go. Unconvinced by my poor excuse for a smile, Sarah simply looks away. Ruby. I brought the conversation to a halt. The two of us proceed to eat in awkward silence. Yep. We both finish our lunches near the end of the period. I try to think of something to say to Sarah before she leaves, but it seems I don't have to. Hey, Ruby. This might be insensitive of me to say, but my offer still stands. I really do think Mom and Dad would be happy to see you again. So if you ever feel like coming over, just know that you're totally welcome, alright? I'll have Mom make some fried chicken for us, just like when we were kids. Okay. Obviously, in the brink of tears, I take Sarah's hand in mine and smile at her. She's so cute. Thanks, Sarah. It means a lot to me. I feel like I'm ready for that. I'll be over at your place in a flash. So try leaving some fried chicken for me until then, okay? Nodding her head in agreement, Sarah uses her free hand to wipe her eyes. See you in the club later, alright? Right. At it, girl. Petting Sarah's head once again, I noticed her smile becoming more and more genuine. Saying our farewells, the two of us head to our respective classes. After school, let's go. It's club time. At the beginning of my third day in the club, I come across something that I don't understand in the slightest. That thing being Natsuki. You know, I just wrote a story about Natsuki earlier, trying to completely rewrite her death. Nothing, I'm not trying to kill you, Natsuki. We bumped into each other on the way in, but instead of saying anything, she immediately began glaring at me. Looks like I'm getting blamed for the group chat tragedy after all. No real oh yeah, that. No real surprises there. I did tell myself that I'd pretend not to have seen it to avoid any headaches. Hopefully that'll be enough to keep her off my back. Is there a problem? Go ahead and laugh. See if I care. And what is it that I would be laughing about exactly? Is this some part of a skit? I'm afraid I won't get it unless you explain it to me. My sense of humor is pretty shot. You really don't know? Something I missed? No, it's nothing. Forget about it. I'm not sure I'm supposed to forget something I don't know, but okay, I'll try my best. Seeming somewhat satisfied, Natsuki walks away, leaving me to my own devices. Setting my stuff down, I hear mumbling coming from the direction of Yuri. Looks like he didn't see it. I glance over and I practically see tension falling off Yuri's body as she blushes furiously. A few seconds after a little bout of bizarre ends, Monika and Sayori enter the room together while talking about club-related things. No one present. I settle to my desk and thinking about doing some reading. Before I have a chance to actually open my book, however, I'm interrupted. Hi, Ruby. Hey, Sayori. What brings you over here? It sounded like you and Monika were discussing something important. I wouldn't exactly call it important, but we just finished. As the vice president, I figured I'd come check on our club's newest member. She says this with a face that's practically yelling, praise me. Matter of fact, are you sure you're not just goofing off with me as a way to dodge your responsibilities? It's not like that at all, Meanie. But I'm glad, assuming you're telling the truth anyways. Thanks for showing concern, Sayori. Having you around puts me at ease. Her face becomes slightly flushed as I indulge with her kind words. That out of the way, why did you actually come to talk to me? I was wondering if you wanted to spend the club meeting together. Still got lots of questions I want to ask. I glanced down at the book sitting in my bag, then back up at Sayori. Let's just spend our time in the club. Let's talk with Sayori. Alright, I'm going to answer a few questions, guessing that raised our affection, or... Oh, that didn't get sociability up, but, oh my god, we're... close to that line. I want to see what happens when I breach that line. I want to see if it just stays at 10, or because that increased by 4, not 3. Alright, I'm going to answer a few questions, assuming I'm capable of doing so. That's the spirit I'd expect from a proud member of the Literature Club. Yeah, but you ought to know by now not to get your hopes up around me. Sarah takes a seat in the chair next to mine as I zip my bag closed. Once we're both settled in, she begins discussing different aspects of the club. She asks questions about what I think about it and how I've been liking it thus far. I try answering them all honestly while trying to avoid anything that might spark her jealousy. Even though she could be pretty ditzy at times, she actually seems fairly responsible as the vice president. Of course, she still manages to say something goofy here and there, but overall I'd say she's pretty competent. As we talk, I feel the two of us growing closer. Nice. With time having flown by, Monika begins dismissing everyone. Having gathered my things, I stand by the door waiting for Sayori to collect hers. However, I'm soon approached by somebody else. Hello, Ruby. It's nice to see you again. Apologies for not greeting you earlier. But I had something that demanded my attention, yeah. No need to apologize here. These things happen. You and Natsuki did seem to have your hands full, so I totally understand. It's relieving to hear. Might I ask how your progress with the killing game is going? She stares at me with hopeful eyes following this question, the kind a kid would have after telling a mall Santa what they want for Christmas. I like the book quite a lot, but I think she might be more excited for me to finish it than I am. Sorry, Harry, but I haven't really found the time to read it more since the club meeting yesterday. I see. But that's quite alright. I wouldn't want you to rush through it at the cost of your enjoyment. Feel free to take as long as you need. Right, thanks for understanding. Thanks for being understanding. Upon parting ways, the feeling of someone watching me grows strong. Looks like it wasn't my imagination after all. Come on, at least wait till we're outside before you start pouting. Oh, is that it? I'll continue. I've mentioned this before, but the situation I'm currently in only strengthens this belief. Women are complicated, yes. Having used ice cream to buy temporary allegiance yesterday, I figured that I'd have a grace period of maybe a week. But here I am, not even 24 hours later, being shadowed by Sayori in broad daylight. I expect her to usual, you two seem to be getting along routine once they left school. The whole way back she's been carefully staying about 5 steps behind me without so much as a word. In the past I wouldn't have let such a childish thing get to me. Right now I find myself becoming more and more agitated. Even though I'm fully aware that Sayori doesn't harbor any genuine ill feelings, this little stunt is starting to gnaw at me. Deciding that the fun and games are over, I pull out my phone before sending a hastily typed message. And after a ringing noise comes from behind me, followed closely by the sound of a bag being shuffled through. Taking advantage of this temporary lapse of attention, I stop walking and turn around. Not even 2 seconds later... Oh, what a coincidence. We were also using the sidewalk. She stares at me confused before realizing what has happened. Ruby, but how? Come now, Sarah. You say it as though you're actively trying to avoid me. Not sure what to do, she quickly falls to her default state. Don't know what you're talking about. Oh, no you don't. Nobody mocks me and gets away with it. During my usual tricks, I grab her around the shoulders before beginning to shuffle her hair. No! Come on, spill the beans. It made you suddenly want to roleplay as my shadow. Okay, I'll tell. Just stop. I just step back once I release my grip. Go on, nothing's gonna get solved with you just standing there pouting. Why are you so nice to Yuri? Huh? Nice to her? Yeah. That's a silly question. It's obviously because she has amazing curves. Ruby! What? Was that answer not satisfactory? You can't say stuff like that. It's sexual harassment. Matter of fact, guess I'll keep it to myself from now on. Jeez, this is what I was talking about. By that you mean? You wouldn't say stuff like that in front of her. You're always super polite and you never follow up your kindness with an insult. I didn't give it much thought when she brought it up, but Sarah seems legitimately upset. Realizing this, I begin giving an honest explanation. You're right, I could see how that would seem unfair from your position. But I don't treat her differently because of any special feelings, it's just because we hardly know each other. I'm able to joke around the way I do with you because we've been friends for so long. Yuri's practically still a stranger to me. Given that timid personality, I'd probably scare the girl half to death if I acted this way around her. So it's not that she's getting special treatment, you are! Oh, her blush. At a loss for words, Sarah stands still with her face flushed. I see, I might have been overthinking it a little. You think? Turning my hair to her head once more, I begin brushing down the hair I'd messed up earlier. If you got something like that bothering you, talk about it outright. Giving honest, heartfelt speeches like this isn't really my style. Thanks, Ruby. And I could tell you were pretty choppy there towards the end. Oh, you little... Sorry. Slips out of my hold and proceeds to stick her tongue out at me. Man, kids these days really are hard to handle. While I'm pretending to let out a sigh, Suri saddles back up next to me. Got any plans for dinner today? I don't think so. Mom went into work later than normal today, so she'll still be at the office around the time we'd usually eat. Why? I was thinking about treating you to something. Huh? Are you sure? Come on, no point in getting embarrassed now. Got some spare change burning a hole in my wallet, so I really don't mind. But I thought you didn't like eating out. Yeah, stuff like that isn't very bad every now and then. But I'm sure eating with a cute girl to make the food taste better. Say so to the likes of as I say this. God, I'm so lonely. Her guard really is too weak. Now I've just gotta find one that'll be willing to go with us. Jeez, you meanie. I knew there was no way you'd stay nice that long. Glad to hear that you're finally catching on. Preparing myself to deal with more pouting, I'm surprised when Sarah leans up against me instead. Thanks, Ruby. Sounds nice. And it's settled. Hopefully this dinner will buy me a longer grace period than the ice cream did. Grace period? We continue making small talk while heading home to change out our uniforms. Evening. This is new. Alright. Turning home after having fattened up by the fast food that Sayori is overly fond of, I realized that it's gotten pretty late. Being tired from the extensive appealing and abnormally high calorie intake, I decided to call it a night. What y'all eating? April 9th. Should I continue? How long has this been going for? 18 minutes? I think that's a little bit too short of an episode, right? Starts at 7, keeps at 3. Alright. Stepping into the kitchen early in the morning, I think about what to do with my day off. Outside of chores, schoolwork, and meals, there tends to be a surplus of free time during the mornings and evenings of my Saturday and Sunday. It's time- oh god, I didn't need more, bro. It's time for the weekend. Over the course of your time in the club, there will be days where you have nothing to do but stay home. Worry not though, because these times serve as a great chance to boost your stats. Stat boosts on free days are larger than normal to streamline your growth. Plus, depending on your closeness to the Dokis, you may get special Sunday scenes. Alright, hold on. More gimmicks. So we get quote-unquote stat boosts on free days that are larger than normal to streamline your growth. Okay, so it looks like it's not just gonna be like 1 week. Today might be a good chance to knock out more of that book. Then again, the weather outside is supposed to be nice and cool until later tonight. Should go out and stretch my legs a bit. Haven't done much in the way of formal exercise since joining the club after all. This one, studying, reading, or running. What's it? Hold on. Stats. So, athleticism, intelligence, is sociability. Would reading be sociability? Studying be intelligence? Because we ain't studying, alright? I told him to study because he had homework to do, but it's the weekend. We don't do shit on the weekend. Oh, we got running, we got reading. You go move those legs and get them out there. It's spending too long inside his cramped up club. Athleticism, pretty important. Running once in the morning and again later at night will help me avoid foot traffic and should be enough to cover my usual distance. He's got a running schedule? Even I don't have that. I was just had, oh my god, that was a little bit faster of a day than I thought it would be. The night air is chiller than expected, but my constant movement prevents me from getting cold. It's actually a nice change of pace given how sweating running in the morning tends to make me. There's a prominent feeling of blood rushing between my legs as I return home from my evening jog. Athleticism increased by 5. Nice. Let's go. Alright, we're a bit more fit now. The exercise routine finished for the day. Prepare to take a shower before heading to bed. Suddenly, Sayori. Oh, sure hope not. Okay, Sunday. Sunday, April 10th. Usual routine of shower and breakfast. Once again, find myself debating hours to spend my free time. So the number of choices has increased. Just gonna be direct with it. My phone begins going off my pocket while I'm sitting at the kitchen table. A call from Sayori. Hello? Oh my god. This is fucking awesome. Yes! Oh my god, every mod that has had phone calls has done it excellently. Hi, Ruby. Hey, Sayori, did you need something? Mom said to go pick up some groceries, so I was wondering if you would want to come. Grocery shopping, huh? I said to join her. I should, except... Sure, there are a few things I need as well. Great, let's meet in front of your house here in a minute. Sounds good. Okay, so another thing I want to see. Is it like... route scene available. Y'all are like... hey, do this. Alright. Alright, so I think... route scene... Okay, so am I directly going down Sayori's route? No, I didn't want to decline her, but... Hearing her giggle as she hangs up, I get ready to leave my house. Staying true to her word, I soon find myself face to face with Sayori outside. Ready to go? Probably wouldn't be standing here if I wasn't. Mm-hmm. Seems to be in such a good mood that not even my sarcastic remark had any effect. What's got her so chipper? Something happened? What do you mean? Seem more enthusiastic than usual. Do I? Yes, she asks this as though she genuinely didn't notice. Only old housewives get this excited about going shopping, and I don't think Sarah's gotten to that point yet. Feeling as though I'm missing something, I continue gazing at her. Something wrong? Do you think I'm acting weird? The discomfort in her voice quickly brings me back to my senses. No, that's not it. I'm just a little surprised. I haven't been this giddy since the day I joined the club, after all. I thought maybe you'd done something to put you in a good mood, like lost weight or got a haircut. I'm told that missing those kind of things is as bad as forgetting a birthday, so I was trying to cover my bases. You really don't have to be so methodical all the time. Methodical, huh? That's a big word. Someone's been studying. All the weird stuff you say, I kind of have to. I see. This is all my plan to further your knowledge through osmosis is nearing a point of consummation. Alright, stop. Stop. You're reaching the point where I don't know what you're saying. I mean, I know what this is saying, but don't go any further or else I won't. Jeez, you're doing that on purpose, aren't you? Just making sure you have plenty of material to go over when you get home. That aside, you didn't give me an answer. Surely this eagerness was brought on by something. Well, I guess it's because we're together? I can't think of any other reason. Because we're together? Did I do something to stimulate you without realizing? Just don't say it like that. People get the wrong idea. Okay, actually, I do want to check. My mic is working. Sorry for randomly clicking on OBS like that, but, I want to make sure my recording didn't go to shit, because it likes to do that sometimes. Don't say it like that. People will get the wrong idea. Apologies. It's just, I don't know. I haven't really spent a day off together in a long time, right? It's feeling, well, nostalgic? Yeah, nostalgic. Can't say she's wrong for thinking that way. As far as I can remember, the last time we did something like this was in middle school. It gives me a pretty clear idea as to the cause. Try not to overthink it. That was only half the reason. The other half is because I enjoy spending time with you like this. Seem to know exactly when to interrupt. I thought Sarah stand smiling at me. That a fact? Reach over and begin ruffling her hair as a token of appreciation. Hey, he likes to do that. Why is this in like slightly lower quality? Walk up for a while as the next attention requiring discussion comes up. At least it requires my attention since it appears that I'm the topic. Hey Ruby, what do you normally do on your days off? Brings this up. Just that I've never seen you out and about on days that we don't have school. Oh, I'm not often trying to go anywhere during the busier hours of the day. What you're asking makes it sound like you're some sort of social butterfly on weekends. An avid party goer, perhaps? Just remember that everything should be done in moderation. Oh, and always use protection. Ruby, watch, you don't want to end up with a bun in the oven! Oh my god, no, not that term. Not in this scenario. Not enough of the bun in the oven before you've graduated high school. I won't. I'm still a bird. Child, what are you making me say? Making you? Forget all that, alright? Pretend you didn't hear anything. Right. Pretend I didn't hear you say that you were a virgin before beginning to shriek like a banshee. Ruby, freaking might have been a bad idea. Not wanting to make the atmosphere any more awkward than it already should be, I try steering the conversation back on track. You're asking about how I spent my days off, right? Huh? Oh, that's right. It's either particularly interesting, honestly. I either read, study, or watch the news. If weather's nice, I'll occasionally go for a run around the block, but that's either early in the morning or late at night. I doubt you'd see me. Oh, and Keepa sometimes comes to my house and forces his way in, after which he usually exposes me to some kind of nonsense before mooching food and leaving. I think you two are close. Maybe? Actually, I'm not sure when you describe it like that. No, I have an IRL friend like that. He's pretty close to me. He just comes over to my house. Like, he'll knock at my door. Like, I don't even call him or anything. I have another friend who I call. He's cool, but he'll just knock on my door and we'll hang out and like play some VR and he'll like steal 2 bananas and leave. Actually, I'm not sure when you describe it like that. Well, whatever we are, I have pretty much no say in the matter. Even when I do object, the guy's stubborn to a T. Then again, I guess I've always been bad at handling people like that. Could be why it works out the way it does. Do you consider him a friend? It's asking a question that I've gotten some thought in the past and never gotten anywhere. Yeah. Technically speaking, he's an enemy. It's not what I meant. I know. What I don't know is how to properly answer that question. I understand better than anyone that I'm not exactly adept at talking about these sort of things. Sometimes his presence bothers me. Sometimes it's bearable. If you consider that friendship, I suppose that we are, yeah. I'm just doing this. Thumbnail. Most people would have answered yes or no. I'll make note of it. Shaking her head side to side, Sayori gets in close and leans against me. Don't have to change, Ruby. I like the way you are. Even though it sounds like the line from a cheesing soap opera, I can't help but feel a little happy hearing this. That a fact? Yeah. Using me as a crutch for several seconds, Sayori jumps back with a big grin on her face. Okay then, let's pick up the pace. I don't want to get there after all the good stuff that's already been sold. Having declared this, she moves ahead of me with a bit more pep in her step than before. Nice. It's not long before we find ourselves in the grocery store. Once inside, Sayori pulls out her phone and begins up a list that I'm guessing her mom sent. Just as shopping, I take a minute to get the few things that I was running low on. When finishing, I wait at the end of an aisle for her. Oh, hey Ruby, you done already? Yeah, I didn't need much, so this should just about cover it. Giving in a natural curiosity, Sarah immediately scans over the contents of my basket. Ooh, that's a lot of cans. Don't you ever eat real food? Calling this fake food is disrespectful to the company that canned it. And yes, I happen to make eggs every morning. Just eggs? Why don't you cook something a little more appetizing? I was about to say the same thing, Ruby. Coming from the girl that could burn water, I don't know whether to be deeply offended or to ignore it entirely. Jeez, I was being serious, you know. She pouts for a minute before continuing. Is it because you're a bad cook? If so, I totally understand. Sorry, but I'm afraid I'm not that hopeless. Cooking is just following instructions, not rocket science. I've never had any complications with it before. I simply don't feel the need to exert extra effort when reasonable alternatives are available. There you go again. It's like you're a robot or something. Well, I do take pride in my efficiency. I probably consume more gasoline than a normal person. What? Not seeming to respond to my joke, Sarah continues to look at me with a puzzled expression. Oh, I know. Why don't you come over and eat dinner at my house tonight? Sorry, but I don't think I'm prepared to have a meal with your family. That's not what I meant. Mom and Dad are in Tokyo right now doing some shopping. They have a meeting there tomorrow morning, so they're staying the night at a hotel. See, but if you're the one offering to prepare a meal, the answer is still no. That's not what I meant either, Minnie. What other options are there? It's easy. You can come over and cook for me. Saying this with all the confidence of a toddler successfully using the toilet, Sayori stands proudly as I am dumbfounded. So you want me to come to your house to cook you a meal, is that right? Yep. Let's see. Saying this, Sayori begins walking towards the statue. Wait a second, I'm serious. I'm worried that knowing all you eat is processed stuff, I can't cook. This is the only thing I could think of. Oh wait, hold on. Was that a little bit more emotional, is it? I'll worry knowing that all you eat is processed stuff and I can't cook. This is the only thing I could think of. Seeing her look genuinely disheartened enough on myself, floating in a small sigh. Alright. That's what it takes, and I don't mind coming over to cook. Really? Come on, I already agreed. You don't have to give me the puppy dog eyes. Save those for old men who look like they have money. Thanks, Ruby. Yeah, let's get going already. Giving a nod of her head, Sayori cheerfully walks behind me as we prepare to check out. Most of the evening passed with me as preparing a simple dinner for the two of us. She began hinting at the idea of my coming over to eat more often, which was met with vague acknowledgement. This meal had been eaten, the dishes cleaned, I took my leave and returned home. Ability increased by 3. Good sir, and I will be able to grow closer soon. Do I have to wait till next Sunday? Alright, I think I'll stop it here. Route scene available. What does that mean? What do you mean? These are all gonna... Oh, look, they're reversed. Alright, I think I should probably do Kiba next time. I'll become good friends with the others. Yeah, our Peel. We got some decent stats going here. Kind of all-rounded. Sayori has a route scene, which I don't know if that's straight up we're going into the relationship route or not. I doubt it, but we'll see. Alright, if not, I'm probably going to go back and turn it into that, because after the friendship route, I might do a few FNF videos, actually. I have a few new Psych Engine mods that I'd like to full combo, and Doki Doki Takeover, a DDLC FNF mod, is actually getting a spin-off update, so that's fun. And I'll try to full combo those songs because they look like so much fun to full combo, it's unreal. And yeah, thanks. I'm happy that a lot of people are actually kind of liking the DDLC videos, at least compared to my normal, like, view count, and generally just people who watch my content. A bit more comments, you know, a lot more people just generally supportive of the idea, so thanks for that. And actually I'm gonna double save. No, I'm just trying to make any. Yep. So I had a great time. Hopefully next time I'll have just as much as a successful recording session. So thanks. I hope your day is better than mine, even if my day was great. And thanks, good night, and you'll hear from me tomorrow.